And that's because we tend to overestimate what we can achieve in a year, but underestimate what we can achieve in 10 years. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Manny. On this video, we're going to be talking about how we can tackle 2026 to achieve our goals for the new year. And by this, I mean, how can you take a long-term approach to your goals, to your actions, and to different changes you want to make in your life? A lot of people think that, well, I can just get into the new year by writing down my goals. And most times you find out, for example, going into gym, like in the first couple days in the new year, the gym is packed. And all of a sudden, 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, people tend to taper off and they stop being consistent. We tend to underestimate the long-term goals, the power of consistency, the power of small daily or weekly actions. For example, can you be 1% better each day? Can end up adding to a massive transformation over a month, over years. For example, let's say you want to learn a new skill and you put 30 minutes daily effort practicing the piano or going to the gym. Now, it may not feel like much in a month, but in 10 years, you can become an expert at playing the piano. That's a very good example I can think of. Overestimating what you can do in a year is a common cognitive bias, often summarized by the famous quote said by Bill Gates. Basically, it states that most people overestimate what they can achieve in a year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. Now, this means that we people, yourself, myself in general, we get excited and pack too much into a short term in terms of short-term goals, but we fail to see the massive progress possible through consistent small actions over a long time, say over 5 years or over a decade, leading to overwhelming underachievement in the short term and surprising success in the long term. Now, you might ask, why does this happen? Well, this happens because when you look at short-term versus long-term thinking, for short-term thinking, a year feels like a long time, but it's short enough for our brains to focus on quick, big wins, while a decade might seem too far off to visualize because humans don't tend to visualize long-term gains very well. This leads to overenthusiasm. New projects or resolutions often come with high energy and optimism, making us believe we can do more faster. Now, this leads us to ignoring compounding but small, consistent efforts which we can put into over time. Say, for example, something you're interested in, but you don't do a lot of, which can possibly lead to huge results. But we often miss this gradual growth. Now, this is something that as people go into the new year, they don't realize or appreciate this insight. And here's how you can use this insight. Number one, you have to set realistic short-term goals. For example, can you have realistic weekly goals? Can you have realistic monthly targets? Can you focus on habit building efforts? Prioritize building sustainable routines rather than drastic one-year overhauls. Take the long view. Is it possible to visualize your 10-year goal, then walk backwards to see the consistent steps? These are things that can be implemented by anybody, especially as we go into the new year. Can you make daily improvements? Now, how can this help you today? Number one, write down your goals. Number two, follow through. Number three, do not make the goals too big. Make them incremental, little steps, baby steps. Have an accountability partner, someone that can hold you accountable. And then always have check-ins. Regularly look back, review your goals, review your performance. And the most important one for me is journaling, logging your goals. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you seeing the results? How can you improve? And how can you be better? I believe you follow these steps, you'll be able to achieve your goal at any time for the new year or any time afterwards. Thank you for watching. If you like tips like this, subscribe, like, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.